I want to share with you 2 habits that will change your life and potentially allow you to become way more successful in business as well. So have you noticed how the guru scene, the experts and the consultants out there have all these videos about habits? And I'm certainly guilty of this myself. Have you noticed all the habit videos of people sharing their magical, great habits that produce amazing results? Let's look at a list of these habits. Get out of bed within 10 minutes of waking up. Do an hour of exercise every day. Start the day with a healthy meal. Keep your caloric intake below what you need. Read a new book every day, every week, every 3 days. Talk to someone smarter than you every day. Do 10 push-ups every hour. Now, there's nothing wrong with these, and a lot of these are actually useful. I do some of them. So here's the issue. They're kind of stale, and everyone already knows this stuff. If you want to do it, just do it. You don't need me to tell you to do 10 push-ups every hour, go to the gym for an hour every day. You don't need me to do that. You already know that. A million other people have told you this. So let's focus on things you haven't heard before. What are some habits that are quite innovative that most people don't do that actually do get better results? And not just, I already told all my friends that I'm doing this, and I don't feel guilty about my health or my business because I'm doing a few habits, right? It's not that type of habit. Let's look at the transformational habits. So these 2 habits will fundamentally change the way you think and the way you live your life. Okay, and habit number 1 is introspection, and habit number 2 is extrospection. Here's what they mean. The habit of extrospection is to habitually and consciously think about what you know and how you came to know this. And the habit of introspection is consciously and habitually checking how you feel and how you came to feel this way. Here's why it matters. So what I've noticed is entrepreneurs who practice these habits, they're way ahead of the curve because they're constantly questioning themselves and the world around them. Whereas entrepreneurs who don't do this, they're just like, oh, well, this is this way, and I will get upset if you tell me otherwise. See the difference? Once you start analyzing and thinking about things, you will see the building blocks of business, the building blocks of your life, and you'll be able to rearrange them at will because you'll know how it works and how it came to be, and then you'll know how to change it. So many people say that they know things. They know the right exercise. They know the right business strategy and the wrong business strategy. They know how to make friends and influence people, but dare to ask them how they know this. And the answer is going to be, well, science has proven this, or someone famous, someone with money has said it, or a guru or some expert said it, so it must be true. We don't need to verify anything. It's just true, right? And I've read it in a book or a story. There was a story and the story said it, and because it's in a story, I believe that it's true and it must be the best solution. Well, these are not really ways of knowing. They're indications of where to look at best. Well, as knowledge becomes a commodity in the world that we live in, which it is becoming, or it already has become to some degree, you'll notice that people who think deeply take over. The future belongs to people who can break things down to the most basic concepts, to the fundamentals, and understand things. Because they can create and they can innovate while everyone else just regurgitates info. And the value of regurgitating info and just saying what a guru said over and over is not just obnoxious, but it's kind of losing its appeal and value. It was cute when it was underground, but now that everything is becoming mainstream, business knowledge is becoming mainstream, and other knowledge is becoming mainstream and easily available for free a lot of the time, what happens is the people who are thinkers, who are a little bit more intelligent, who spend a little bit more focused time doing the research and figuring stuff out that matters, those people will be able to control the people who just blindly follow. So your choice really is, do you want to be a thinker and a leader, or a follower and really not a leader, you know, follower basically. So that's really about extrospection, but what about introspection? So what do I feel and why do I feel this way? Have you noticed a lot of people out there, if you go and walk down the street, they look a certain way, they have a certain posture and have a certain expression in their face that's almost like a scowl. they're angry at something and they don't really know what it is. All they know is that they're angry or upset or something is going wrong in their lives, but it's just a state of being for them. They just become this angry or resentful person. They're not really on their way to solve the problem. So why is that? Well, first of all, they believe that if they buy the right thing or achieve the right thing in their lives, then that behavior and those emotions will change. They'll feel good about themselves. If I buy this, I'll feel good about myself. If I achieve this, I'll feel good about myself. Well, if only things were that easy. Here's the way to get out of the rut and get out of this zombie mode that most people live in. Start analyzing and looking at why you feel a certain way. Like, what has caused this? And why is your life a certain way but not another way? And why do you feel a certain way but not another way? And once you have that figured out, what happens is you can crawl out of that hole. And it's okay, like most of us are unaware of certain things that we do or think or feel. That's quite normal. So to summarize, the way to improve your life is to practice the two habits, extrospection and introspection, in a way where we figure things out, get a deeper knowledge and understanding of the building blocks, and we're able to sculpt our own lives in the way that we want to and feel the way that we want to because we've decided to. You can choose how you feel about things based on your attitude towards the things. And if you do introspection, you can figure that out. And in terms of your life and the complexity of your life and the complexity of the world, you can do extrospection. Implement these two habits and you'll be way ahead of all the mindless mobs doing random things that they found on the internet, like NoFap and other random activities. So that's the way someone intelligent who really wants to achieve something in their life achieves it. Those are the two habits. So what I have for you next is a process that I've created to allow you to become very productive. And it's not just a process, it's a process to create your own productivity process. So click on the video right here and I'll teach you how to create your own productivity process, tailor-made for your life and for your situation. Also, I'd like you to click on the subscribe button if you enjoyed this content, if you'd like more free videos, and the little bell notification icon. And here's the next video to watch. See you there.